We're diving into one of the most challenging aspects of competitive swimming: how to reframe your mindset to perform the best in your races. If you've ever struggled with races, feeling all the pressure, or simply just couldn't get your head in the game, then this video is for you. Let's dive in. Welcome to Between the Laps. I'm your host, Coach Chris. I've been coaching swimmers for over 20 years, going from levels of learning how to float all the way to Olympic trials. I'm currently the senior coach at the Brentwood Seawolves and the founder of the Swim Accelerator, a program that is helping athletes of all skill levels achieve their swimming goals. Racing can be nerve-wracking. The pressure to perform, the fear of not meeting expectations, and the anxiety of the unknown can get in the way of your best performances. So what can we actually do about this? There's actually a lot. The first step is to reframe your mindset, is to understand how that anxiety and the nerves are normal feelings. Everyone is experiencing them. They may not show it behind the blocks, but everyone, including the top athletes. But here's how to deal with those feelings that can make the difference. There's 5 key factors. Acknowledge your anxiety, reframe your thoughts, focus on the process, develop a pre-race routine, and add visualization techniques. So let's break down these 5 even further. First, acknowledge that you have anxiety. It's okay to feel anxious about a race, but instead of fighting it, acknowledge it. Say to yourself, I feel nervous, and that's okay. It's acceptance that can reduce the intensity of the anxiety that you're feeling. By acknowledging your anxiety, you're taking the first step to managing it. Remember, anxiety is a natural response to high-pressure situations. Instead of letting it overwhelm you, use it to your advantage. It's a sign that you care about your performance and about that race. The second way to do it is reframe your thoughts. Instead of thinking, I have to win, shift the focus to, I want to swim my best. This change in perspective can help reduce the pressure and make racing feel much more like an opportunity rather than a test, and make it more fun. Reframing your thoughts is about changing the way you look at racing. It's not about winning or losing. It's about performing to the best of your ability. When you shift your focus to the process rather than the outcome, you can reduce the pressure you're putting on yourself. Another way to think about reframing is to give your races a different perspective. Think about your races just like another practice. For example, if you're swimming the 200-meter breaststroke, break it down into smaller parts that you've practiced over and over again. Consider it as 450s at top speed, with the first one being from a dive. This will make the race feel less intimidating because you're used to those familiar parts. Focus on the process. Concentrate on the steps you need to take to perform well. The starts and the turns, when you focus on the process rather than the outcome, will help keep you grounded and will keep you in the moment so you can perform better. Focusing on the process means breaking down your race into manageable parts. Pay attention to your technique, your breathing, your rhythm. By focusing on these elements, you can stay present and avoid getting overwhelmed by the bigger picture of the overall result. Number 4, develop that pre-race routine. This is essential for getting into the right mindset before a race. Having a consistent routine before races can help keep you calm and get you into the right mindset. This includes a very specific warm-up that you do over and over and over again. Listening to the same music. I used to have a playlist that I listened to every single time, start to finish. And I had those moments perfectly planned out in my timing as I reached the block and get ready to swim. A pre-race routine helps create a sense of familiarity and control. It can include physical warm-ups, mental preparation, and even specific rituals that can help you feel centered and ready to compete. I remember hearing from an interview with Michael Jordan that he said that he always wore the same underwear for every game from all the way going back to his early college or high school days. And it was just those same familiarities that allowed him to feel like he was in control of the situation, of the competition that was coming up. Number 5, one that doesn't get talked about or practiced enough: visualization techniques. You need to picture yourself swimming the perfect race. Visualize every stroke, every turn, every breath. This mental rehearsal can help build confidence and reduce your anxiety and stress. Visualization is such a powerful tool. That's why it's been around for thousands and thousands of years. By mentally rehearsing your race, you can build a sense of confidence and readiness before you actually step up to the block. Imagine yourself executing each part of your race flawlessly from start to finish. I once had a professor in college who talked about visualization in relation to how old VCRs used to work. The fact that you could pause, you could rewind, how you could fast forward, how you could analyze, and taking into new technology today, how you would be able to spin it around in 3D models. Also, Mark Spitz was once quoted in saying that practice is 90% physical and 10% mental. You can zone out in practice, right? You don't always have to think about it. But when it comes to racing, it swaps. It becomes 90% mental and only 10% physical. That is how the greats think about racing. By acknowledging your anxiety, reframing your thoughts, focusing on the process, developing that pre-race routine, and using visualization techniques, you can transform your mindset and perform your best in races. Success in racing comes from a combination of those physical preparations and mental strength. With the right mindset, you can overcome nerves and swim to your full potential. All right, swimmers, that's what I've got for you in today's session about reframing your mindset for racing. Remember, it's not about eliminating anxiety, but about managing it and using it to your advantage. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more swimming tips and techniques. And if you have questions on this topic or any of the topics that I cover on this channel, drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And the YouTube algorithm is telling you that this video right here will be a great follow-up for more. Check it out now.